heavy armor. It just can resist every single thing, so heavy armor is good against explosions. And if we hit Control A again and we start the countdown, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, explosion, boom! And can it do another one? No, just the whole thing explodes. Okay. So we gotta put 5 spaces between each warhead. Which makes it even longer. If this thing is turning into a submarine instead of a missile, it looks like a submarine. Not sure why. But okay, it just does. So we're gonna put on our new fragment pieces of these on the front. Technically, you could turn the front into like a whole multi-block fragment. Which I think we might do that. What if we could use warheads to make a gun? Oh, that's some spooky ideas. Anyway, Control A, start the countdown. Front one, boom. Middle one, boom. And rear one probably should go boom. It explodes any better. We're gonna set this one to 2 seconds, and this one is gonna be, alright, start countdown. And then if it goes bang bang, blew both of them up. Really? Huh. Alright, so it's got 10 pieces between it. And then if we cover the whole thing in heavy armor, does this work? Does this prevent one charge from blowing up the other? Because that's what we really need. That's what we really need here. To have 2 separate charge device that works perfectly and doesn't have any problems. So then I can just expand it and make it into a bigger one, like a 4 charge, and then maybe even a 3 charge. So, and then have it so that way each charge just goes boom, 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 and it just explodes into enemy shit. That's gonna be super effective. All right, so let's go ahead and get this system set up for the new test. All right, Control A, get both of them. Detonation time on that one, set that guy down to 2. Control A, wait, no. Okay, just start the countdown, 2 seconds. 1, 2, bang! And I saw the warhead got exploded, so, really sad. Really sad. Let's try 10, see if 10 works. There's no way that 10 works better than any of the other ones we've tried. So we're gonna just set that one to 2, and then we're just gonna hit Control A, and we're gonna hit start countdown. That end's gonna explode. Oh my gosh. Huh. So what if? So we got 3 of them here. Boom. We're just gonna go ahead and use that, and then we're gonna go ahead and hit Control F10, get something to test this on, because I think that has really good potential for maybe just a burst, like a straight up burst against something. So we're gonna give it a try against this light armor target, like have it like right there. So there's a light armor target. Here's a penetrator round. We might actually just invent a new cannon. This is literally just a new cannon. Control A. We're gonna set them all down to 2. We're just gonna start the countdown. Bang! Oh, it sends it backwards. What? That's not what I expected. What just happened? I mean, it did nothing to the ship. It sent the what? What is this? That's some kind of sorcery or something. That does not make any sense at all. What? Okay, well, I guess my new space magic bullets don't work properly. And they send projectiles backwards for some reason, so, that's kind of weird. And I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of strange, isn't it? Start countdown. Boosh. Huh? What? Why is that? That's not how it's supposed to work. It's not how it's supposed to work. Okay. Oh, wait a second then. We're just using it backwards. Okay, apparently, if we're gonna make a bullet, a space bullet, we just gotta do it like a normal missile and have all the explosive on one end, and then all the rest of the stuff on the other. And then how do I access this thing again? Oh, by this one. Okay. I mean, it's not getting as much acceleration as I would like to have it get. Set that down to 2. Firing. Bang. Okay, there we go. There's a projectile. That's a miss. Oh. That is scary. That actually is kind of scary. Because if this was launched at your ship, right? Then this becomes this explodes. This goes in. That is actually pretty good. I like where this is going. This is why we experiment, guys. Because we find brilliant things that make 0 sense at all, but they somehow are super effective. Dang. So we're going to turn on that. Let's see if we arm this warhead. Does this accelerate it beyond the speed limit? Detonation time. I don't care about the detonation time. Just give it some detonation time on there. Thrust on. Boom. So they're arms. That's going to go in. And it's going to go... That don't work. Oh. Oh, that was really effective, actually. That second shot. Well, I think we're onto something. I just want to see some things. Does it work if the timer is what propels it in that direction? Because, I think the timer block is what does it. I think that's what does it in for, like, actually propelling it forwards and destroying the target. So we just gotta make it. We gotta get a copy of this frigate pod and then, plop that down right there. Boom. And we're gonna have to do some experimentation here. So, first things first, I want to test, does one of these, when you have a thruster on the back of it, go forward or backward? Right, because we've never tested that, and probably a good idea to test that. So, there we go, there's our system. We're just going to go ahead and arm all of those warheads. So if it has a thruster on the back, will it still go forward? And if it has a block on the front. Oh wait, I armed the warheads, so they're not actually... If they're armed, they're not going to do it properly. We've seen this. When you arm the warheads and just ram them, it don't work. So just start the countdown. So if it explodes before it hits the target... I think that was pretty good. Like, the thruster on that thing is not even activated. Okay, so what about when we do it like this? Because that was pretty dang effective, if I do say so. If we just were to propel it like this... I think we're on to something here. So we're just gonna go ahead and... start the countdown on that thing. And, projectile hit! That was, pretty damaging. It just went straight in there. So, that means... And does it work with heavier projectiles? Does this work even better with a heavier amount? Because, like, if it works with a heavier amount, then you basically have, effectively... just a kinetic penetrator at this point. I'm not sure how these physics work because that's not what it should be doing. It should be propelling this object backwards, not forwards. But I guess it makes a void. Wait. There's no air in space, right? So basically when the explosive explodes, this is probably some kind of chemical explosive. So the actual air, the shockwave, does not exist. But there's also no air to begin with, so it's not like it can create a vacuum, which could happen in theory. So it just doesn't make sense. But anyway. What does make sense is throwing bricks at your enemy. Let's do it. Let's see if we can make this thing into a brick thrower. The brick thrower 5000. Oh gosh. Start countdown. Propel the brick into the enemy. Oh, is it on 10-second countdown? Oh, there's some good brick action. Bang! Not as fast as the other one. But that is a pretty heavy brick it just slapped it with. That ship is out of commission, like, for sure. So here we got the battlecruiser back. Now, what I think is more effective than just having a big brick attached to the back of it is just to do a Rods from God scenario where you just have, like, this tiny little projectile that goes super fast. Well, it's not really tiny, it's just a giant, it's still pretty big. But just to have more propellant in it, I think would probably just do us some good. And just to remove all of the excess garbage from it. So I think the way you would use this is you fly this up, you detach the warhead, right? And then you just get the gigantic brick of dome here. This is like a mallet. We're going to go ahead and set their detonation time down, start the countdown, and wha-bang! And that's actually really penetrative. Holy... Let's see the damage. Now it was sloped armor, so that's really penetrative. But let's take it to a whole nother level. Let's just copy this brick and let's just attach another brick to the front of it. More explosives, more faster, apparently. Which is I mean, I don't know how it's gonna work when there's two separate layers, but if there's two separate layers, we'll see what happens there, because it might just work better than intended. Alright, so ideally, none of the actual rod does not explode. Okay, we're just gonna hit Control A. We're gonna get all but that guy, and we're just gonna set the detonation time to like 4 seconds. Starting the countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Kabang, and it's not as effective. Oh wait, that was really whoa. What just happened there? Okay, so there is a limit to how many you can shove on it, and it seems like I'm not sure what that limit is. Originally we had 5 rows of explosives, so 5 rows seems to be pretty good. And I think if you just make it wider, it's more effective than anything. Okay, so this weird, it's quite nice to find out like some new weird thing that you never found before, but like this, I never knew warheads worked like this. I always thought they just propelled things in the opposite direction, but no, they actually pull things towards them. That's actually pretty handy. So there we go. We're arming the warheads. Now, let's see if a 3x5 is better. That actually... Whoa! Lots of particle effects from that. I think it just destroyed the target. I don't know what just happened. I actually don't know what just happened there. I think we might have just missed, but... I think 100 warheads on this is ridiculous. Like, you're not gonna ever have that many on there. But I think the projectile got sent out so fast. We gotta find out. We gotta do it again. Gotta do it again. Just one last time. 1, 2, and holy crap! The speed of that. Is that at max velocity though? It goes. Goes without saying that might go through the ship. That might just be going straight through the ship at this point. The speed from 100 of them. That might be a problem, guys. Might be a bit of a problem. Okay, we'll just get a new ship. I mean, that's it. If it gets lodged in your ship, that's also really bad. Control F10. Give me my ships. I want to use this on the Artemis Strike Cruiser, or whatever it was. So we're just going to use it on this guy again. And just going to put that guy down there. Right down range from our new weapon. And we're just going to hit Control A on everything. And then we're just going to turn that off. Start the countdown and set like 6 seconds. I want to see what happens to the actual ship itself. The particles are interesting. Ship more interesting. It goes straight through the ship. It just went straight through the ship. That's not a... Bro. And the thing is that AI will not target that because that's just armor. And if we were to make that even... What if we just made a... What about this one? Does this one do that? Is this one that powerful? Does this one also do that? Okay, this one might just go through all the way as well. But I think... If it hits internals, it gets stopped. But... Wow, that... I don't really know what to think about this new technology I've discovered, because that penetrator round is very effective at penetrating. The only way to make it better, right, is to just add one final touch to this to make it a chef's kiss type of thing here. We got the... Just add another one to the back of it, right? At this point, that would be double destruction. We're gonna go ahead and see if this would propel it once it's inside the ship. So, rear charge. Oh, I have to configure all of the new ones. So everything else is frontal, and then we'll just go ahead and configure the frontal and rear charges to be the times we want. So this guy actually has to go before the other guy. And then we can just... We'll set this guy to 3 seconds. The other one's at 6, so like... so let's set that to 2. It might just pull the thing back out. Like, that's just like a bayonet at that point. We might as well just make it into a big bayonet. Control A. We don't want to start the timer on this one. This one's not even in position, is it? So we know that when it hits internals, it just ricochets off of them, kind of. Or at least that's my interpretation of what happens. But, we'll go ahead and see. Control A, start countdown. No! Wait, actually, that's pretty good. Okay, there we go. Propels the first one. Second charge. Boom! Oh my gosh. The second charge is torn apart. Oh, he ripped out all the hangers and stuff. I gotta do more experimentation with this later. I gotta check it out later. But I gotta go now.